Hi. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here really quick to share something with all of you. The other day was Shabbat for our family. We celebrate it from Friday evening to Saturday evening, specifically Friday sunset to Saturday nightfall. So it's 25 hours long, and it happens every week. The thing is, this Saturday in particular, I didn't think twice about turning the light off when I left the bathroom. And I know that means nothing to most of you probably watching, but let me explain. So our family has been observing and celebrating Shabbat for, I think, the last 5 years. And some of you might know that we are in the process of conversion, and we are oh so close. We are oh so close to the end, to finally becoming Jewish. And so in the beginning of our conversion, in the beginning of actually just observing Shabbat in general, the one thing that we actually struggled with the most, like probably, and it always really bothered us, was the fact that we would always, when leaving the bathroom or entering the bathroom, we would always flick on or off the light switch. And this might not mean much to you that is watching, but maybe some of you understand, some of you might not, and some of you will understand. But so for us, we can't turn the light on or off during Shabbat. Okay, fine. The thing is, the fact that the other day I didn't think twice about it, it means so much to me. And this is why. So in the beginning, when we first started observing Shabbat, we found it extremely, extremely difficult to follow anything in terms of like rules, laws, like things that pertained to Shabbat, let alone like the whole Judaism in general, but like specifically when it came to Shabbat, it was incredibly difficult for our family. So one of the things that we really struggled with was flicking the light on or off on Shabbat. Okay. What we decided to do, my husband and I, to help our family with this process was on Friday would be prep day, right before like sunset. Not right before, but before, during the day, we would go around our house and we would make sure to tape the light switches in our house. We would make sure that any room that we wanted to stay on, like the light, we would leave it up and then we would tape it in place. And then any room that we didn't want to be like wasting electricity that day, we'd make sure that it was like down and then tape it up. Fine, like whatever. We got really, really tired of this routine. It didn't take very long until we realized like we can't, this is not sustainable. Like first of all, our family's wasting so much tape. Secondly, we found like even our kids, like they didn't want to be in the process of cutting the tape. I didn't want to continuously yell at my children for, cutting the tape, and then like running through the house and doing this and doing that. We're already doing so much in our household that day, because remember, this is like the beginning. I didn't know like, okay, we can't like plan ahead and cook our meals for Shabbat on other days of the week, freeze it, and then, like these things, it came with time, and we finally figured that out. Even until this day, I still struggle, so don't worry if you're still in that boat with like Shabbat prep. But so that was like the beginning. And then we found out about magnetic light switch covers. We still use them to this day. And let me tell you that it was a lifesaver. It cut down on a lot of time when it came to covering the light switches. And even to this day now, like I can just tell my sons or my daughters, go cover the lights. And they know exactly what to do. Like it's super easy to do. So the point that I'm making is this. I appreciate the whole process, like the whole process of our learning, of our realization. Often you'll see people who are saying, like, I just want to forget my past. I just want to move forward. I just want to like let it all go. yes, like that's okay in some situations, but for me, I appreciate having gone through all of that because I don't know, the other day I was just thinking to myself of how much I've grown like as a person, and leaving the bathroom now and not even thinking twice, like on Shabbat, of turning the light off, that means so much to me. You have no idea how much that means to me. Like, funny story that I'm just gonna share is, in the beginning, I used to be like, oh, like, yeah, it's Shabbat, except midday I would forget that it's Shabbat. I would go into the washroom light is on, and then upon leaving the washroom, I would either flick my hand so hard on the wall that it would just like automatically turn the light off, and then the magnetic light switch cover would literally fling off the wall, and it would just like hit the floor, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, right, it's Shabbat. And then secondly, there was also one time that like I literally left the washroom and I removed the cover off of the light switch just so that I could turn the light off on Shabbat. And I know that to some people, like, you won't agree with me. That's completely valid, okay? That I will not argue with you. It's just I'm sharing with you my process, okay? We came from Christianity, and we are doing this because we want to, and we're going through this whole thing of learning and absorbing and living through everything that we've been, taught, and that our children are like, it's just amazing. Like, the point is just, as a family, it's amazing how we've managed just how to make changes in our routine, in our dead set routine. Since childhood, we've been told, make sure you turn the light off when you leave any room because you don't want to waste electricity. That makes sense. And then here we are, like, as adults, we're trying to retrain our brains to thinking like, we can't touch that light switch now. We cannot on Shabbat. We can't, we have to like do a mental switch and say like, no, on this day we don't do that. We don't, because we just don't. Okay, I can't explain the full story. I know not everybody's gonna understand or agree with me for that matter, but that's okay. I just wanted to share with you, like I said, and please don't take this the wrong way either. I just wanted to come here just because, like, the other day I was thinking about it, and like, frig, I I was just so appreciative. Like, we managed to just change our dead set routine, and I just felt like we've come such a long way. Hold on. I know this is a time of joy, okay? We are in the month of Adar, and this is increased joy. This is a joyful post, even though it looks like it's not. But I just wanted to say and just share with you, like, it's such a small thing, this light switch. It's such a small thing, like the fact that we, first of all, like, nobody thinks about like, oh, the light switch on Shabbat. It's like, okay, like, there's other things, like you read holier books, or you whatever, you do this, that. Although it's such a preliminary thing compared to the things that we have learned or the things that we have yet to learn, I'm so appreciative of the process. I just want to say, now this is going to get really like gooey, okay, because sometimes I get like that. We managed to change our routine and create a new habit because we believe in a greater purpose. I know most of you won't understand, let alone like probably even care about what I'm talking about. And that's fine. Like, you could just keep scrolling. It's fine. I don't care for the views. Like, I just wanted to share something that's on my heart. And if you're still here watching, like, thank you. Thank you so much, because I don't know if this might encourage somebody or whatever, but just for me to get on here and to just share that, like, it means a lot to me to do that. And I don't know, I've been thinking about just our process lately and how we're just so close to the end. Okay, I just had to take a mini break there. So, what I'm saying is that we believe in, the holiness of this day, Shabbat. The light switch, it seems like such a small thing, but we understand. I know some of you won't agree. Like, that's to each his own, his or her own. But we understand how big of an impact it can be on us, like as individuals, for following these steps, and in order to maintain like this holiness and like this connection and this relationship with our creator. And like, I'm so grateful for everybody. I'm just so grateful for like the community. I'm so grateful for our process and our learning and our growth. And I just like, the last thing that I guess I wanted to say was just, if you feel like if you feel like you have inner demons or something like this that are just getting at you, like whatever you want to call it, depression, I don't know, anxiety, please just keep going forward, okay? Keep moving forward, because don't let it dim you out. I am rooting for you, okay? It might be difficult, it will be difficult. And you're just gonna have to keep going. Okay, and you're gonna need to take some time, probably time off. But I'm saying this because eventually, like, you're going to get used to it. You're going to be able to tackle those demons. You're going to be able to just, like, accept yourself wholeheartedly, and you're going to be able to just understand who you are and, like, be able to move forward with the knowledge that you have. Just keep your head up. Keep pushing yourself, because there is a better purpose. There is a better you coming. There's, if you feel like you're already at your best, like, there could be a better you. There's always opportunity for change. We are always evolving. We're always, that's what I love about Judaism, is that, like, even from young to old, like, everybody is still learning. Everybody is still yearning to be like a good soldier for Hashem, because chances are you were made for a greater purpose than you ever would even know or understand. Okay? Like, please just take this as a reminder to just take a deep breath, you know, take a walk, take a look outside, and just soak it all in. Appreciate your life. Appreciate what you've been given.